Okay, we're still in our Python sets subsection, and now we're looking at adding items to a set. Remember, the most important thing about sets is they do not contain duplicates. So we can add things. Here's an example. Okay, remember we've got those curly braces. We're separating items with commas. And then here I'm calling the method add on my variable this set. And I am passing it an argument, which is a string, and I'm passing it an orange. So I can run that, and then I can print this set. Let's use Python Tutor to visualize what's happening. So here I can visualize execution. The first line of code, I create a variable this set, and it has those 3 items in it. Now the next line of code is this.add orange. So I'll execute that line, and now it has added that item orange. Code, say I try and add orange a bunch more times, I'll also add carrot here. Okay, now let's visualize that execution. It's important to try and predict what you think is going to happen. So I run my code, I see this set has banana, cherry, apple. I go to the next line, so I executed line 2. That added orange. I go to the next line, it added orange again, but I don't see any change because we don't add a second orange, no duplicates. I try and add orange again, still nothing. I add carrot. Okay, it does add carrot. And then I try and add orange again. Again, nothing happened. Okay, we can update a set by adding all the items from another set to it. Here's my example. So originally, I'm going to have just 2 sets. This set, I can print it. This set print is my set called tropical. And I got an error. It says name topical is not defined. So I need the R in there. There we go. Tropical. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to say this set.update tropical. It's going to take all the items in tropical, that set, and try and add them to this set. So I'm going to hit run. And now when I print this set, I'm going to see all of them in there. So I see the papaya, the mango, the banana, the apple, pineapple, and cherry. So I've got all of them that were in either of these. And those got added to this set. Notably, they did not get added to tropical. So when I print what that one is, it still is only that mango, pineapple, papaya. Again, let's look at this in Python Tutor. So I'll visualize execution. And you can see I've got this new thing, print output. And that's just because I have a print statement in my code, so it's going to show that. Okay, so first I create this set. It's got apple, cherry, banana. Great. Next, I create tropical. And then this set.update with the argument tropical. What it does is it adds everything to this set. It doesn't modify tropical. Okay, so there we were looking at update. Oh, and it notes that we can also add a list using update. So it goes through the list and adds all those things to the set. And again, any duplicates, it just won't add it. Okay, so update is one thing that we looked at. I want to compare that with another one which does a similar thing, which is union. So here, instead of just modifying one of the sets, it's going to create a new set. Okay, I have 2 sets. One has letters ABC, the other one has numbers 1, 2, 3. If I combine these, I should have a 6-element set, ABC, 1, 2, 3. I can run the code, and that is what I see. It's not in maybe the order that I expect, but again, sets are not ordered. We can't rely on their order. I can't say something like set at index 3. That is an error. It says not subscriptable. Whereas if we had a list, here's my list, 3, 4, 5, or I'll put strings in there to not confuse ourselves with indices versus values. So here's my list, and then I can say print my list at index 2, and it's totally happy with that. But with sets, we can't do that. We treat them as unordered, and so Python does not let us access them by their index. We'll get that list out of the way. Now I want us to compare some things. So I'm going to make set 4 and set 5, and make these 10, 20, 30, just so I don't get confused between set 1 and the value 10, or the value 1. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to compare calling union versus update. So here I'm going to say set 4.update set 5. And there I've got output, and here I've got set 3. And I'm really intentional on calling this output. Let's look. If I print, sorry, I'll add it up here. If I print output, what I'm going to see is none. And what that means is that that method update does not return anything, so it defaults to none. So I can't store it. whereas here union does produce an output. Let's look at these in Python Tutor. Okay, and I can visualize execution. So first I create a set, no big deal. We've seen that a few times now. I create another set, no big deal. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a third set by creating the union of those two sets. But I'm not going to modify either of the old sets. So see, set 1 and set 2, neither one of those changed. I just created a new set. So that's what union did, is it produced a third set. Let's look at the difference between that and update. So again, I'm going to create set 4, which has some values in it. Set 5 has some values in it. And then when I execute that last line, you can see output is none like I saw before, and it modified what set 4 is. Now set 4 contains all the elements that were previously in set 4 and 5. So here the big difference is union creates a new set that has all the elements, and update, what it does is it modifies that first set, the set before the dot, and it adds all the items from the set in that argument, or the set provided as an argument.